Can we all agree that the Fresh Prince of Bel Air ain't the same as Bel Air? This basically a whole nother timeline the way Dragon Ball has a multiverse. I don't even know how to make sense of this, but I'll try to, so video number 4 is this. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air is more of a black empowered 90s comedy, the same way stuff like Family Matters, Bernie Mac, Martin, Wayne Brothers, hell, even My Wife and Kids is. It's not made to be your average hood shit because it wasn't made to be hood. Out of every single episode, you have not once heard them say the word nigga or even cuss as far as I can remember. You know why that is? Basically because hood shit is easy to make. It appeals to one particular nationwide mass audience, which is black. Because it's what we know, no matter where you go, hood is hood. It's a universal language of cultural poverty. Bel Air is more of a Black Panther's power empire coming to Africa instead of America 2 type shit. Meaning it's just as commonly copied and pasted as everything else. They hardly make anything new or original because it's too chancy compared to just relying on nostalgia for everything. Rather, it turns out better or worse. They at least know people will be more curious to grab on to nostalgia. Don't get me wrong, because this show is good, but it would be more enjoyable if it wasn't constantly compared to the original Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That's what's making me even do this video for number 4 as my Black History video. This new age generation has a lot of brain dead motherfuckers. Someone actually had the audacity to say Bel Air is better than the original. There's nothing wrong with that if that's your opinion of a preference. That's fine, because there's some things I like about the new Fresh Prince more than I like about the old Fresh Prince too. Just don't say it like it's a fact though, because it ain't. As far as meaningful, more impactful in Black history and carried on a legacy, that's definitely OG Fresh Prince of Bel Air, which is the whole reason they needed to steal the name just to get an automatic crowd going in the first place. That's not even the bad part. The bad part was that they had the audacity to say the original was a watered down version of the 2.0. Well, the 2.0 is literally the 2.0. Granted, the new one is more flashy and exciting, but that's the whole purpose, because what they lack in impact, they try to replace with pizzazz. Other than the cast and the Easter eggs they dropped, there is nothing else the same about Fresh Prince of Bel Air and Bel Air. Bel Air is a black excellence type of show that shows black power to a high degree, and I like it. But the way they rewrote the entire story though, they could have just called it something else and it would have been impactful. This show is a black excellence type of show that shows black power to a high degree, and I like that. But the way they rewrote the entire story of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, they could have just called it something else and it would have been impactful in its own way. They literally coming to America to this show, whereas nothing about it as the same. As far as New Will, they made him the center of attention by playing some wannabe thug. OG Will was more of a playboy from the hood who wasn't hood or street. That was his person that made him stand out as a character in the show. New Will is basically what they described Trey was in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And since I'm on the topic of Trey, how they just gonna turn my mans that was beating people up for Will to a straight sucker? That's just wrong. I can't say I don't like the new Uncle Phil. He isn't impactful at all compared to the old Uncle Phil, but new Uncle Phil is a cool character. But you wouldn't be catching OG Uncle Phil on no radio with Big Boy, and if he was, he damn sure wouldn't be getting holed by people feeling embarrassed about the path that he paved for himself and others. As far as Aunt Viv, I can't say I like or dislike her character too much either way, but it would be funny if they replaced her with some new light-skinned Aunt Viv like they did on the original Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I'm talking shit, I hope not, because everyone liked dark-skinned Aunt Viv better. She was more impactful to the show. The light-skinned one was just there to fill the role of a mom, cause she ain't have no lead episodes or nothing. They pulled a Family Matters with Fresh Prince the way they did Family Matters, and it sucked cause they was more impactful characters. The only light skin switch I can say was a good move will have to be Claire from My Wife and Kids, cause she did fit the show on every aspect and comparison, and dark skinned Claire was just annoying as a person. Speaking of annoying as a person, I wonder how many people like the new Carlton compared to the old one. New Carlton look annoying, is annoying as a character, and lame in comparison to OG Carlton. OG Carlton must have did something to Will for him to hate him, cause Carlton's name got dragged through the mud since episode 1. He a hating ass, ham looking literal crackhead. They say his POC snort, but if so, he one snort away from being ahead if he keep hanging with them white boys. Plus, new Carlton closet is disrespectful to the old Carlton. His closet looks like OG Will's if he was rich. OG Carlton is fresh by dressing like a man, polos, casual attire, suits, shit like that. I like how they tried to get New Carlton popularity, but deep down, all as brothers, we know damn well he don't deserve that spot he got right now. On top of dancing with white boys as they freely and loosely use the word nigga, looking straight like a house nigga, straight buster. OG Carlton was never a sellout, he just experienced a different lifestyle he grew accustomed to after a kid. Meaning he wasn't trying to act black, he was himself who just so happened to be black. Honestly, I like New Hillary more than the old one. I get the different roles they play, but I still like how the new Hillary is better than the old one. She is more realistically down to earth. She isn't so dumb that she is oblivious to everything. She sticks to her morals. She is a black queen mentally opposed to OG Hillary being more so a spoiled princess. And she's just more interesting as a cast character. Not to say I don't like the old Hillary either, because I do, but the new Hillary is just better in my opinion. I'm not even gonna compare the two because it's a clear difference everyone can see and tell. I will say New Ashley does give me more power ghost daughter vibes. Not Raina, who everyone knows, but the other one nobody ever knew or seen no more than 5 times out of the entire series up until they probably show her more in Tyreek. Clearly they ain't had no real role for this young lady other than to have Ashley name. Speaking of names, is there ever going to be a new Nikki, or did y'all just forget about him along with the OG Fresh Prince story? I can't lie, I like both Jeffries equally the complete opposite ways. But I can't lie, England Jeffrey was made to bring side humor. But Jamaican Jeffrey did leave his impact. I can't lie, he a dope ass character. Watching Bel Air, all I wondered was what did Jeffrey do? And why is he there? Because I ain't seen him do no type of butlery. By the time I think episode 3 or 4 hit, they showed Jamaican Jeffrey reason to be in there, and all I could say is I most definitely fuck with you. I definitely fuck with Jamaican Jeffrey off Bells. That man's a hitter. New Jazz isn't bad. He remind me of Ray J on certain angles, but other than that, I can't say I don't like him. It's hard to look at him the same from knowing Jazzy Jeff, but I like New Jazz too. He a deep and smart brother that gives good advice. You could just kick it with him and chill vibe. I bet you New Jazz wouldn't be getting his mans $1,000 worth of parking tickets either, unlike old Jazz. Lisa is kinda Lisa regardless. They seem like a younger, older version of each other. Only thing is ill, Carlton was her ex, which is disturbing on a lot of different levels. Plus, if Lisa know Will this early, how the fuck they gonna meet later and get married? They should have just had Lisa play Queen Latifah when she went to school. And she told old boy, you know what type of drink I like? Strawberry. Other than that, there's not really too much I could say about this show since it's still early other than it's a hood show. But Bel Air is no Fresh Prince of Bel Air.